We're going to load up this demo of Stone. He is a roamer in IM, I believe. And this is a Snake Water. And woohoo! I recognize some people in this server. That's nice. Alright. So he's rolling out top left, doing a lot of jumps here, but then just spamming. So there's really no point in going that fast just to sit there and spam, because you don't have 300 health if you're doing that. And then there, when he bombed, he did something that I personally don't like, which is he just landed on the ground in front of everybody. Usually I'd prefer you like land on the high ground. Like he could have jumped off this, then seen, you know, what was going on, then landed up here. Or he could have landed somewhere where he could like be safe and not instantly die. Maybe down here, up on here. Or if you're gonna full commit for the med, just fucking land on him, man. That's probably what you should do. He spawned NG, so that's interesting. I like that he's willing to play NG if he dies early. So their whole combo is gonna be coming left. I want to see what he does here. He manages to get it to level 2. I don't think he has any ammo now, so the sentry's probably gonna just die. Here, it's never worth it to repair your sentry if the demo man's Ubered on it, so that was good that he got off it. He might have been a bit too risky there, though. He might have stayed on it a little bit too long. So their demo and medic, or their demo died, and they're down 2. Trying to get in lower. They're down 3, so someone should be in somewhere. Like, but it was good that he covered lower, because that's like one of the key back cap spots. So if you already have 3 of them dead, the only way you can lose this really is to get back cap. So watching for that back cap is important. But I don't think they should expect to have Uber ad that's 50%. But I think they're trying to push it on it anyways. That was a weird trap there. So here your team kind of got in clean, so there's no need for you to die at all. Just spam. If your team's able to get in without you initiating, then just stay alive. If they aren't, then, you know, obviously you want to be making some space for them. But I think in that push, since they had Uber, they were confident just like pushing in. And then you were able to, ooh, gets the medic and demo. That was really good. The demo didn't see you, so you went for them. But, yeah. What I was saying earlier was just, if your team has Uber, it's important to like make sure the flank is being watched, because you can usually rely on your combo if they have Uber to, you know, be okay. But if you get flanked and wrapped and people get behind, that's really gonna fuck up your push. So it's important to watch that flank. How long is this demo? It's like 21 minutes. But that flank on the medic and demo there won them the round, so that's pretty good. If you ever have like number advantage like they had there, and then like you see some people overextended, you should always go for it. So I just don't really like what he's doing early, where he jumps up here and then jumps with like 200 health. You could walk with your medic, get a buff, and then jump up here and you'd have like 260 at least. So that would be a way to have more health. I just don't like the amount of health that he has. And then the whole like spamming, it doesn't seem to really be working, what he's doing. He might want to try committing a lot deeper from maybe some, or like going behind like kitchen and stuff. It just seems like his mid right now is not working. I don't know. He's just like out in the open and not really. The roamer's job on mid should either be to distract a lot, trade with an important class, or get behind and like flank, basically. I'm not really a fan of roamers just sitting there spamming. I suppose it could work, but it doesn't seem to be working for him. Alright, the Uber's popped. And oh, he let that soldier in. Damn, I'm actually honestly surprised you guys did not win that. I think something you could have done there is like once you saw their Uber was fading and like pretty bad, repositioning yourself, like jumping up on here and spamming down on them, or just like full committing would have been a good thing to do. Or either paying attention to this. You kind of did neither. You like didn't do anything to them and you let the guy through the door. You kind of got to choose one or the other, really. So there, that would have been the perfect time to jump. Like, your scout is in position on the roof. That's when you just jump over his head and you go deep. And then there are players that are all looking like this. Your scout just pushes them and then they die. You're not distracting anyone on these mids by playing like this. So right now, as a roamer, I would probably be trying to get eyes on their combo. It looks like you see them, that's good. Usually getting a lower call is important, and as a soldier, you can get down here faster than anyone and then jump away. So it's always important to get that call. Here you have 90 health and you know where their combo's coming. There you probably should have gotten out to spawn a little bit sooner. Like the instant you shot that next rocket and you know they're coming there, you should have jumped away. Just a slight hesitation. Got a little bit too greedy with the next rocket. Or knowing that they're Ubering right here and that it's just a straight shot to kill you at this spawn with an escape plan. You maybe could have tried to do a short jump off this and then like skip jump off the top of the point so you can get around this corner so that you can't be shot. That way you can survive. Or just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Those are basically your options. So their medic is still dead. You guys are 80%. You just kind of want to peek it a little bit. And then once your team says they're ready to get in, that's when you go. Oh. Your medic just died. Goddamn. I think one of the problems there is like to peek this door, you like went into it when there were two players there. If they're 5 up, you should be a little bit more cautious peeking, I think. Like peek it a little bit wider, that way you take less damage. And then like if I were going to peek this, I wouldn't peek like at the front, I would peek kind of at the back and check all this, and then if I have room, I'll walk in and just try and draw eyes to myself. But if they're like close enough to fight me, I won't commit. So now the other team has Big Ad. You guys are running a sniper. You want to be careful about spamming these rockets here because from that sight line you have no eyes on this rush right here. And if they did rush you, you might not be able to stop them. So in that situation, actually, you were on roof, and it didn't look like, or you could have gotten on roof here, and then it didn't look like they were even going to shoot at you. I probably would have maintained this position and then just tried to collapse on them. You can always counter jump if you're on the roof, but if you have control of the high ground on mid, and they're trying to Uber in, you could basically win your team the mid by just maintaining positioning and then coming in for the post Uber. So I didn't see it, but you just killed the medic in demo, so I guess that was good. I mean, I guess he went in and got a trade, but again, he just ran through the door. He didn't like peek at all and then wait to see what's going to happen. A lot of times as a roamer, it's more effective to go and kill players that are distracted. It's kind of one or the other. You either like distract or you kill distracted players, but like committing to 1v1s, while it does make people shoot at you, you die. So it's not like a prolonged distraction. It's not as effective as like safely peeking and distracting. So here again, you have 187 health. Now you're bombing. You hit their medic. And then you just died. One thing you don't have to do is bomb the medic. You know, you don't have to tunnel vision him just because the medic, you know, you're a roamer and you think, well, I kill medics. As a roamer, solo bombing a medic is actually very difficult. If you're going to bomb him, you need to be coordinating probably with at least a scout or a soldier. I think, like, I get so frustrated when I bomb medics as a soldier with gunboats because you hit one rocket, then he surfs away, and then it's like, sure, there's a 60 health medic somewhere on the map, but, like, if no one else knows to follow up on that, it's just a waste. So there you had an opportunity to, like, bomb the demo who was isolated over here, and then if you kill him, you can get behind. So don't be too tunnel vision on these medics. So here your team's Ubered, so you can expect that the other team's going to be distracted. That soldier could probably be ignored since your whole team was in. If he was like sitting here, I would go for him, but if he's going to take that much effort to kill, I probably would have just tried to kill someone over here at these doors or lock them into spawn. Oh man, he's doing the same thing every fucking mid. Oh, this is actually different. So I actually like that a lot more than what he was doing before. He bombed onto players that like were distracted on the roof and helped his team try to take roof control. Here he's like faking his health, but it doesn't end up working out. Their entire team just died all at the same time. His team probably should have just made a call to retreat. He was weak and out of the fight. They were already down one early, and they had no positioning. They probably should have been out. At least their medic should have been like ready to escape. But he's going engineer, building up that sentry. It's not even worth it, man. The instant you see them Ubered there and you only have a level 1, you run. Because they easily could have killed you if they wanted to. Like, if they were smart, they wouldn't have even shot your sentry first. They would have just shot you. Or trapped off the spawn, and then you're just dead.
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
Can I review Viaduct? I actually have a... Did I ever upload that? No, it was part of my 24-hour stream. I've been meaning to upload a video about some basics on Viaduct. I'll get around to that soon, hopefully. Who the fuck am I watching? He killed a scout on accident. But there again, he went for the medic, he got one rocket off, and then he just died instantly. As long as his team's like following up on it, it works, but you have to be very, very well coordinated and make sure you're calling your timing. Like, give a 2-second warning on those jumps. If he's not doing that, that's bad. If he is, then it's fine, I guess. But I still think like there's a way he could be as impactful as he has been without dying. Like, say you bomb onto like here instead of like on the ground, or if you, I don't know, I would like to see him experiment with some like different plays, like going behind. Just seems running the sniper. The other team is pushing with full ad. I like that he's on the roof. It's pretty intimidating. But they did not actually end up forcing there. That's pretty bad. Oh, the med's down to 30 health and he pops. And I guess you didn't know that they popped. After you killed one of them, you don't really need to force them anymore. Because they won't be able to chase. And if they do chase, you can spam them. You can out-spam them since you have one pick. And you can just roll them in the post-uber. So here you're down both scouts, so yeah, watching the flank would probably be a good idea. Here it's going to be important that you keep track of both their scouts, because if you don't see either of them, you might be getting back-capped. But it looks like they're all in front. It's always risky to push with no scouts. There it managed to work, but I think the other team could have tried to hold their ground there, and they might have been able to hold mid. You guys kind of lucked out that they were more intimidated of your Uber advantage. So that was kind of what I was saying he should have done before, or should have considered doing. It worked pretty well. He like managed to distract a soldier, and he counter jumped to survive. His team's Uber was just bad somehow, even though they popped second. I don't really know what happened there. Alright, so here, they're down 2, it's even, or you're down 3, but you're getting spawned, so it's just more important to survive. I think that was a mistake. You didn't mean to land in front of the wall, so I won't blame you for that, but there, it's definitely important that you survive, because you guys have numbers, and I think they still had someone like capping middle or something, or spawning and on their way in, so you guys definitely could have held this if you would have lived there. If you're going to jump up towards them, you know, make sure you land on the wall or on this, or like on a safer spot like back here, where it's going to really like make them struggle to do damage to you, but you're also just like safe and you're just wasting their time and you have plenty of vision. So they're down 2. You guys are trying to chase. Make sure you watch the flanks so you don't get back capped. Gonna go to spawn. Ooh. So no one on your team was there supporting that scout. Your medic was running to spawn, so that was kind of bad. They were down 2. This should have been a push out, but your medic hesitated because he was weak or something. So that was good that he saved that last rocket to jump out. But let's see what he can do here. Oh, he's just going to commit. There again, jumping up to spots that are more like high ground is probably better, or even on the truck or something like this. Just jumping right into their face, like on the ground, is just asking to get cleaned up. Alright, we're gonna watch this next round. Woohoo! Ooh, super aggressive this time. And he goes for the demo. Wow, was that an arrow? Nice arrow from, wait, how is he alive? He's not arrowed. I don't think. Nope, the arrow missed. I would have thought he would have died. That was so weird. Did a rocket, like, not register? That made no sense to me. Yeah, that actually made no sense. But I like that he went for the isolated demo instead of the medic. So, it's a good change of pace. He went a little bit earlier on the mid too, did a skip jump. And here he's finally just playing on height advantage, spamming down. He's kind of rushing a couple of these rockets, like actually the last like 5 rockets have been rushed. While he's up on that high ground, he can just take his time, reload, shoot down on people, especially if they're not looking at him. I think I've seen a few times before that too where he rushed his shots. Just gotta be calm and collected, you know? Sometimes it's better to reload another rocket and guarantee that you hit one than it is to shoot a rocket off and just do nothing with it. So there, whenever I'm, I do this a lot, what he just did, go into their saw. But whenever I do that, I'm not like, if I jump here, I'm not looking this way. I'm gonna be looking behind me, spamming this corner, because people are trying to chase me, you know? And a lot of times you're going to hit a fat rocket on someone for like 100 damage. But that was really good. That was good distraction. I like that he changed up his mid. Seems a little bit more effective when he does something like that, where he does a skip jump instead. Gets in really fast.
We have secured the control point.
So his team's gonna be Ubering in with like full ad. He's just chilling lower. Are they are they actually doing this? They should have pushed 10 seconds ago. I guess they're waiting to buff people up. I suppose there's no rush. There, I don't like how he just like came in and jumped immediately. I think as a roamer, a lot of times it's better to just survey the situation a little bit more. Like come up through here, look around, see if there's anyone overextended, you know, kind of distract, threaten that you're going to jump, things like that. In general, I think the mids were the biggest struggle for him. But overall, he had some good plays. He changed it up eventually, which was good. What were some big things? Oh yeah, I think the biggest thing he should work on is like when his team is pushing on a pick or Uber advantage, just knowing that like sometimes just peeking a little bit is better than committing and taking a lot of damage. Sometimes distracting a little bit more is better. Sometimes like spamming a little bit so that they look at you, or waiting till people are turned around and then jumping them is better. Yeah, because there were a few times where he like pushed in, committed to a 1v1 and then died, which was pretty bad. Or he took like 100 damage. If he peeks those doorways wide or like jumps through them fast to like avoid the spam in the doorways and then just kind of like stands there looking around or whatever, that can be a good distraction on its own. It's all situational, obviously. Roamer's a very situational class. What else? What else? Oh yeah, when he was off-classing to engineer, that was a big one too. He was taking like a big risk by not running to spawn or sooner, just like sitting there on his level 1 sentry, which is completely worthless. Anything else? A few times where he just like committed to low ground when he bombed people instead of playing the height advantage, which is one of the biggest, most common mistakes roamers make, or soldiers in general, is they bomb and then when they land, they just land in front of people, and so they just shoot them. But if you land on that height advantage, you can usually survive a little bit longer. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks Stone for the demo. I hope it helped.